Okay, so here's the guided tour of my my app. It's called BookBase, and it's essentially an app for people who just want to read books and stay on track. All right, so let's go in. Okay, so here is the users page. Here you can you can search other books based on what you've read so far, and then it'll give you suggestions. Here you can check, like for example, here's a book that you can search, and if it gives a description, and it quite possibly even stars based on what other people have read. You can even post reviews on it. And here's the schedule. If you start, here's what would happen if you start reading the book. This is what the schedule recommends. This is what the app recommends. The schedule that the app recommends you follow if you were to read this book. And so this thing will give you a suggestion based on the suggestions will be based on how quickly you read each book that you've already read. Okay, now here's where you can create your schedule. Here you can here's where you type in like when you want to have the book read by, and here is you type in how often would you like to read, and then this will determine this down here will calculate the schedule. That's perfect for based around we'll calculate a schedule based around your parameters. Now down here, you have the book that you're already reading. Let's say you're reading Pride and Prejudice. And here you can check the progress. And here's the progress. Here is what you've already, this right here, if you notice, this is what you've already read, and this is how much you have left. So let's say you've read half the book so far. You already have half left. Now here right here, you can type in how much you've read today. And so for sake, let's say I type something in, here's where I would go. And depending on how much you've read, the thing will go up. It will calculate, and it'll calculate how much you have left. And here is where how many pages the thing recommends you read tomorrow. And again, much like similar to the create a schedule portion of this app, the rest of the schedule will be calculated depending on how much you read each day, meaning you'll read. Meaning that it'll work around it and calculate how much it recommends. So the app will calculate how much you need to read more and how much you need to read each day, depending on how fast, how quickly, or how much you read every day. All right, now if you go down to here, it'll say see more, and it'll give you much. And this is similar to the book info. Here's some info on the book you are currently reading, and here's how much the book. Here's your current goal for today. Read hang on, sorry. Read this much, and then that's how much tomorrow you'd read. And here's how much you have left. And okay, now here is the edit schedule portion of the app. And it works pretty much like the create schedule portion. You can here you can adjust your schedule. But here you adjust your schedule to for the book you're already reading. So again, you can change the reading due date, change the amount you want to read every day, and it'll calculate what you need to read based around those parameters. And you can also change this manually in case you don't like the calculations it gives you. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, here's and other things this app can do, although not quite important. You can search. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Sign out. Yes. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, so just to play around with this a little bit. There's the user screen. And then there's the progress screen of what you, and then if you type in the amount of pages, depending on how many pages you get, the thing will go up.
Okay.
Alright, and then this see more, you can see like see the book's info and even yeah, and then the edit schedule, one of the new pages on there.
Timing, okay.
Here, press the arrow in the corner. Go to the arrow in the corner. Alright, there. Brings you back to the,
The front page?
yeah.
Or-
Press the middle book. That one, yeah. And then that will be the book info. And then that's my dog. And then there's
Okay.
alright. Alright.